Hey guys, it's Lucy Kate and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we're in a little different setup today. I'm actually just in front of the bathroom sink. I was doing my makeup and I decided to just film a casual video here instead of setting up the lights and everything, because today's video is a casual one. It's basically a little reflection on 2024 and talking about 2025 goals. So I just decided to film on the iPad because it's a casual greeting for the new year, and I have been sick for the past 6 days and it's like the first day in ages that I actually managed to put makeup on. So here we are. Scheduling wise, I did want this to be my first video of the year, of course, but unfortunately, due to schedule conflict, this is probably the second video I uploaded of 2025. But even so, I do want to wish you all a happy new year, and I hope that this year brings you lots of good luck, joy and happiness. And first and foremost, thank you so much to any of you who tuned in to my YouTube channel in 2024 or newly subscribed. It really does mean a lot and I appreciate it. So yeah, here we are. Today I have my morning coffee with me in a little Daisy Duck cup. Just finished my makeup. I've been into doing cat eyeliner again. This was like my go-to eyeliner look during college days. I've been into it again. So like I said, lighting isn't 100%, but it does give me like, old school vlog sort of vibes. First of all, looking back on 2024, 2024 went by so quickly. I know that I say this every year, that like every year feels like it goes by faster and faster, but I think many of us feel this too. Since graduating college, life has just gone by so quickly. It's crazy. But overall, I'd say in the majority aspect, I'd say 2024 has been a really good year. We all have our ups and downs in life, but overall, 2024 was one of the good ones, I would say. A lot has gone on behind the scenes. First of all, because work does take up our main portion of our day-to-day life. Work-wise, it has been a very successful year. If you frequently watch my YouTube videos, I think you'll know by now, but my partner works in real estate. He is a realtor in Hawaii, and I am not licensed as of this moment. In the future, I do plan on getting licensed, which is another topic to talk about. But basically, I do admin, real estate marketing, operating the side of the business kind of thing. So it's more like computer work, desk work. But we've been founding a team together here in Hawaii, and I'm really, really proud of my partner's growth. He works so hard every single day. We are at 40 sales at this moment. So he's sold 40 properties in under 3 years, which is amazing. Because when you think about it, there's many people that are licensed out there, but it's just a minuscule of people who really sell. Only a certain amount of percentage of realtors who continue after 1 year. I'm really proud of what we are building together. And also personal life wise, I'd say I'm in a very happy place and a good place. But when it comes to health though, I think that 2024 has really been a wake-up call for me. I mean, I've always had some health issues, but I'd say, I turned 26 in 2024. Entering my mid-20s, I realized that aging is really a thing. I mean, I know I'm still young, but I would be able to recover way more quickly when I was a teenager in my young 20s, whereas now I really need recovery time, I need sleep. All these things come into factor that, seeing as I'm turning 27 in 2025, which is really scary to think about, I do really need to take care of my health. And maybe I'll, make another video talking about it, but in early 2024, I think I did upload some chit-chat get ready with me's, and I talked about how I had some health issues, POTS, fainting spells, blood circulation issues. I've had my migraine issues, hormonal issues. It's been a roller coaster when it comes to health. And so I think 2024 was a realization that health is not something we should take for granted. Let me have my first sip of the coffee of the morning though. So there's a YouTuber I watch called Jessica Braun, and funnily enough, she does these kind of like coffee chit chats too in her vlogs. I really like these casual settings, but she mentioned a quote. I don't know the exact quote, but it's basically something like, when you're sick and you're in your bed feeling sick, you can't do anything, you think back to when you're healthy and you're like, when I get better, I'm not going to take my health, I'm not going to take being able to do everything for granted. But then when we get better, we forget that gratitude. And this quote really resonated with me. Like, I really feel this because in past 6 days I was super, super ill in bed, and it really got me thinking, when I'm better, I want to be more grateful. Just being healthy itself is a blessing. The amount of things we can do versus when we're not healthy. I just really want to appreciate every single small moment, even if it's a tiny thing. I guess romanticize your life is what it is. Like even this like morning coffee, I take for granted usually, whereas this is like my zen time and I really need to appreciate it more. Like I said earlier, every year goes by quicker and quicker, right? Before we know it, because we're just living without mindfully thinking every day, the year ends. Also, another thing is we're too busy focusing on what to achieve next. I mean, not everyone is like this. I am like this. I'm always thinking of what to achieve next. What are my future goals? What can I do next? And ticking things off the to-do list. I feel like I sometimes forget to really be in the moment and enjoy the present. 10 years later, when I look back on this time, I'll regret not being in the moment, enjoying the present. So I think that's another thing as well. Two big lessons to take back on. One is of 2024. One is health. A second is to really enjoy the moment and appreciate every single moment while I'm in the moment instead of looking back on it later. Sorry to keep mentioning quotes, but there was this philosophy quote because I've been into like following these philosophy Instagram accounts recently. I forgot the exact quote, so I'll put it up on the screen. But it basically says that the previous you would be so grateful to be the current you. Okay, that is definitely way different to what the quote says, but it's basically the same meaning. We forget to be grateful for what we have now, but if our child self or our younger self looked at what we had now, we would be happy. That would be what we would have wanted, if that makes sense. And this also resonated with me because as a child, if I looked at my life how it is now, like when I was a child, I would have been so happy and blessed and grateful because, you know, I didn't have the best childhood. Of course, there's good things, you know, I was modeling and I had many opportunities out there for me. But I'd say well-being wise, happiness wise, was not at a good level. And I think as a child, all I would have wanted was to have a happy family environment. Like, that is something I always treasured, but at the same time, I wasn't sure if that would ever be there for me. If the younger me saw the current me in a committed relationship, a happy relationship with our dog, who is our first child, you know, building this family together, building a business together, living in the US, that would have been all I would have wanted. So I think that I really need to treasure what I have now, and I think we can all say the same thing, right? We do take things for granted, and when they're gone, that's when you realize. I guess I don't want to treasure things once they're gone. And so, yeah, 2024 has been a realization of being in the present and enjoying the present and having gratitude. I just looked back on the footage and this angle is not doing my jaw justice because I have this really round face. Oops, sorry about that, was my Google Calendar. Because I have this really round face, so depending on the angle, it really makes my face look a little larger than I want it to be. But you know what, it's casual chit chat, who cares? So yeah. Last thing to talk about on 2024, reviewing 2024, is YouTube, because this is YouTube that I'm uploading this. And I do want to say that I am extremely proud of my growth of YouTube in 2024. If you didn't know, I actually have two YouTube channels. So this English channel, I believe, are just over 500 subscribers, but I have a Japanese channel which is actually at monetization level now. We are just over 1,300 subscribers at the time I'm filming this. So I am so proud of my YouTube growth. I believe in the January 2024, I had just over 300 subscribers in my Japanese channel. So I basically gained 1K subscribers in a year. And not only that, my most viewed video is at 30,000 views, I think, or just under that. You guys can probably tell by the background, but it is nighttime now, so I'm sorry about the lighting, but you know, it is a casual chit chat video, so I thought I'd just continue on. But basically, work emergency, we had to leave the house a little earlier, so plans changed. So I had to put the video on hold, but I didn't want to, you know, refilm things again. So here we are. It's currently about 7 p.m. I think. We just came back. It's been another long day, but I did want to finish this video. I'm just gonna clip my hair out the way because I am growing out my bangs again, but I'm thinking of cutting them again, but it's kind of in that awkward length. And let me put on some lip gloss. This is just some ColourPop Aquarius. And yeah, so I'm filming on the iPad again. Sorry the lighting is not 100%, but this is a complete like no filter natural video, basically casual chit-chatty video. So we were talking about my YouTube in 2024. I think that's where I ended it. But my Japanese channel, we reached monetization status. So I gained over 1,000 subscribers in a year, which to me is an amazing accomplishment. And even this English channel, I mean, yes, I'm still like around the 500 subscriber mark, but I'm very proud of being consistent, because that's something I always struggled with. Like, I've always done YouTube on and off since high school, but I had so many like hiatuses or gaps in between, so there'd never be any growth. Like, I'd literally do one video and then take a break for like 6 months to 1 year. So 2024 was my first full year of being consistent here on YouTube, and I'm really proud of the results. I'm proud of my efforts, my consistency. So I also had my first sponsorship deal last year, which was kind of not a successful one. I do have a chit chat get ready with me about that, so I'll link it down below. But still, you know, those opportunities arose all because, you know, I was consistent. That being said though, there has been some negative aspects, I'd say, when it comes to YouTube. And that is the burnout that I was facing towards the end of the year. So I'd have to say for the last quarter of the year, like since about mid-September-ish till the end of 2024, I was really in this burnout stage on both my YouTube channels, actually. Like, I felt I was uploading more for the sake of it, like especially my Japanese channel, because I'd reached 1,000 subscribers, I'd reached the watch hours. It was more to do with, you know, I have to post weekly so I don't lose subscribers, so I get my watch hours up, if that makes sense. And it wasn't me enjoying it anymore. Like, it was just doing it for the sake of it, and I was really lacking motivation. I think it's also because I was so busy day-to-day life that it's like on the weekends I don't feel like putting my makeup on and, you know, smiling on camera and filming. I just want to rest, but I was pushing myself to. And I think that because of that, I wouldn't say all my videos are mediocre, but some of the videos weren't the result that I wanted them to be. That I'd end up having to refilm them anyways, or I'd upload videos that weren't to my standard. The videos didn't really satisfy me. It was more of like me just uploading it to keep uploading on a weekly basis, if that makes sense. I just checked the footage once and it's really blurry. Like, I know that the camera quality isn't like acceptable at all, but seeing as this is, you know, a casual chit-chatty video, today is a one-off where I'm just gonna continue filming here. But basically, to continue looking at my notes, sorry, that is my cracked iPhone. Yeah, I was having a burnout and I feel like I pushed myself too much. It was difficult to juggle everything, and the enjoyment of YouTube was gone, basically. And, you know, I first started YouTube not to get like loads and loads of subscribers and to become famous. I genuinely started YouTube because I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed filming videos, creating videos, connecting with other people. That was the reason why I started it. And I feel like in a way I was losing my purpose of why I started it, and it was becoming more of like, you know, you have to upload because you've come this far, or like to continue uploading weekly. I don't want to post just for the sake of it, and I think it's meaningless if I'm not enjoying it. And not only that, but I feel that in particular at the end of the year, it was starting to take a toll on my health, because like I said, this isn't my main career, and YouTube is supposed to be a hobby or like, you know, a side gig, but that hobby was taking a toll on my physical health, my mental health. I was getting extremely stressed about it. And I also feel because I already have a main job that I'm doing, I need time to just turn off, to relax for my mental health or clarity, let's say. And I wasn't doing that. It's like, as soon as I come back, I have to edit. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm editing or doing thumbnails and title, tag, description box. And then when it's the weekend, I'm not enjoying the weekend. I'm just thinking about what to film. And that's good when you're enjoying it. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy filming videos. It's not like I 100% don't enjoy filming anymore. It's just I feel that there's some weekends where I should just take a break from the camera and not film and just take some time for myself to really take a break. And I feel that that's something that I've always struggled with. I'm constantly in this battle where I need to be doing something. I need to be taking things off my to-do list. Like, I'm not good at just turning things off and not thinking about anything, if that makes sense. It comes to the point where for the sake of what am I doing this? Like, if I'm damaging my mental and physical health, if I'm getting ill over not resting, it's not worth it anymore. And by being sick, these past 6 days, like I said, I was sick, and I do think that that's because I didn't take enough breaks. I was editing and filming even when I wasn't feeling 100%, like no time off the screen basically. Not only does it affect me, but it affects the people around me, and if I can't work stops, and so it affects my personal life, my work life. By the end of the year, the end of 2024, I realized that it's okay for me to do YouTube as like a side hobby, but I shouldn't let it overwhelm me. And I need to remember why I started it was because I enjoy doing it. So it's important to take breaks, and I think that can be said for anyone. It doesn't have to be you guys, any of you guys who do YouTube. It can be said for anything in general, but it's important to take breaks because burnout is real and you don't realize it until you've hit the breaking point. I guess that's what I guess. So I want to make sure that I'm enjoying the present and also taking breaks, not overwhelming myself with all these things. So that being said, let's do a mini chit chat on 2025 and 2025 goals. Work related things. I really look forward to achieving more with my partner, and I do feel really grateful for the situation I'm in. I think I mentioned this in like a previous chit chat, get ready with me or something, but not all couples have the luxury of spending so much time together and working together. And on the other hand, some couples, I guess, don't work well spending too much time together, whereas us, we're in the situation where of course we bicker, every couple bickers, but we are comfortable in living together, working together. We're practically together 24/7. I'm really excited to see more results, and like I said, I'm not licensed right now, but I do plan on getting my real estate license in the future. It's just right now day-to-day tasks take up so much of my time, but when and if I do get my real estate license here in Hawaii, I of course will take you guys along that journey because I feel like it'll be a good memory to look back on. And also, who knows, if any of you are planning to get a license or something, maybe it will come in handy. YouTube wise, seeing as we're on YouTube right now here, I do plan on continuing YouTube. I will try to upload weekly, but at the same time I'm not going to push myself like I did last year. So it's not like I'm going to disappear from YouTube and like take a hiatus for like 3 to 6 months, unless God forbid something would happen, because you never know, right? But what I mean is I will try to upload weekly. That's my schedule, like uploading every weekend. But if there's weeks where I just don't feel, if there's days where I don't feel like filming or I can't finish editing in time, I think I need to be able to accept myself that it's okay to take a break and to miss 1 week of uploading. I know it sounds easy, like to some people it might sound easy, like, oh, just take a break, just miss 1 week of filming or 1 week of uploading, but I find it really difficult to take breaks and to relax. So I think I need to learn that going into 2025. Japanese channel, with, like I said, we're fully monetized. I'm over 1,000 subscribers, so I'm excited to see that growth. My English channel, I hope and I think we can reach it, but I want to reach 1,000 subscribers this year. Content wise, both my channels are unique in the sense that I don't have a specific niche. There's some people that are like specifically makeup content or specifically vlogs and so on. But I never was able to narrow it down to one niche. Not having a niche may mean that my YouTube growth takes longer, but I'm okay with that because these channels represent me, my interests, my life. So I will continue to upload a wide variety of content on here. Of course, I'll still have the makeup content, the hauls. I also want to do commentary videos. One video I uploaded last month in December talking about the best eyeshadow palette releases of 2024 did quite well, and I enjoyed it. It was a 40-minute video. It was one of my longest videos. So I do want to do those kind of commentary videos going into 2025, but at the same time, they do take more research and more time to film and edit. So they won't be frequent, but I'd like to sprinkle in a few of them here and there. So yes, I also want to do vlogs because I like vlogging and I always love looking back on my vlogs because it's a good memory to look back on. But at the same time, I'm terrible at vlogging outside. Like, I either get embarrassed or I forget to vlog, especially because we're here in Hawaii. Talking about gratitude and taking things for granted, I do feel that I sometimes take it for granted, like living here in Hawaii, because it is such a beautiful place. I mean, it's a popular tourist destination for a reason. We don't plan on living in Hawaii forever. In the future, the end goal would be to move to the mainland, to a different state. So I don't know how long we'll be in Hawaii, but I know that, like, in the future, if I look back on this time, I will miss it probably, and I'll regret not enjoying the moments more, because I've never been shy to say, you know, Hawaii wasn't my number one choice destination to live in, because personality wise, I'm such a wintry indoor person. Like, growing up in England, I guess that's also what shaped me. If I was alone, I never would have chosen to live in Hawaii. It's, you know, I guess being in a relationship, you make sacrifices, and because my partner's career drew him to here, that's why we're here right now. I want to be more grateful for being in this beautiful place now. I think it's hard to realize when you're living in the place every day, but I remember when I first came to Hawaii as a tourist, back in like 2018 or something, I was so amazed. Like, I'd look at the view and I was amazed, like filming everything. And I guess I want to bring back that feeling inside me, because when you live in a place, it just becomes like the same old, and you take it for granted. So I do want to appreciate this place, this state while we are living here. Try to capture some more moments and places in vlogs. Other stuff, let's see, I also want to do lifestyle content, like everyday vlogs, Amazon hauls, home content, and then real estate content, because I do a few like real estate tours in my Japanese channel. They actually do pretty well. Like, say for example, like condominium tours or house tours. So I'm thinking of maybe bringing that into the English channel as well. And so yeah, basically all genres I do on this channel because it represents my life. I do feel that I have had a unique life situation, let's say living in 3 countries, England, Japan, and America. And then from modeling to entrepreneurship to now venturing into real estate, I do feel like there's lots I want to share on this channel, so look forward to all of those genres. Other goals in general, so let's talk about general goals lastly. So next we have Instagram. Instagram I love. Like, Instagram was my go-to app since I was a teenager. Like, I loved Instagram and Tumblr. And I grew my Instagram account to like 5,000 followers or something, and then that account got disabled out of nowhere back in 2021, I think it was. When that happened, I was really heartbroken. I know it sounds dramatic, but I really worked hard on that Instagram and got lots of modeling opportunities from that Instagram as well. So when I had to start from zero, it really discouraged me, and I stopped doing Instagram for a while. I just started posting again end of 2024 and sort of curating my feed again, because I'm more into old school Instagram when we had like aesthetic feeds. You know, I don't really post many reels, but I do want to continue uploading on Instagram because it's good memories to look back on, and it was my favorite app for a reason before. And other things I'd like to do, because I have so many things I want to do, okay? I also want to start my own Etsy store. I think I've been saying this for the whole year of 2024, which is crazy. Like, it's these moments where you realize just how fast time goes by. But I really want to start like a small Etsy store, like selling like original t-shirts or mugs, like of my designs of, like, say for example, like TV shows like Vampire Diaries or Gossip Girl, like those kind of themed original merchandise I really want to design and make. But of course, been so busy that I didn't get to do it, but I really want to do that going into 2025. And then we also have plans to travel next year. Since coming to Hawaii, we haven't really traveled. One, because we've just been really busy with work. Two, I have to admit I have separation anxiety with my dog. I guess I just get really worried leaving him alone, because he's a unique child. He's a French bulldog. French bulldogs themselves are very needy, but he just has many special needs, I guess, that need to be attended to. So I do have struggle like leaving him with someone else. And I also get travel anxiety. That's another thing. Like, I hate riding, I hate flying on airplanes. But we do plan on going to the mainland next year, and when we do, of course, I will want to vlog it as well and share it with you guys. So yeah, that's it for goals, I guess. External goals, I guess you could say. And then finally, I do have a few internal goals for myself. I think that 2025, I do want to focus on my mental and physical health more. So I really just want to take moments to be able to sit and relax, because that is something I struggle with. Like, the minute I come home, it's like, well, I'm doing it now, so I don't want to be a hypocrite, but it's like back to YouTube. I want to have moments where I'm not thinking about achieving something or doing something. I just want to sit and enjoy the moment. Like, even my morning coffee time, it's supposed to be my Zen time. Towards the end of the year, it was like I was supposedly having my Zen morning coffee time while rushing and editing on YouTube. So I want to have my sacred morning coffee time, just not thinking about particular things. Because at the end of the day, you know, it does feel good to achieve things, don't get me wrong. And it's a good thing to be ambitious. But at the end of the day, your life doesn't revolve around achievements, accomplishments. I do want to find other ways I can enjoy myself without it being some kind of, not competition, but, you know, some kind of goal or like work-related thing. One thing I do want to do in 2025, and I think I'm going to purchase off Amazon if I find a good one, is I want to get a gratitude journal and start writing in that, because I feel that that is a really good way to appreciate each moment more, and reading back on it as well is a good way to reflect, I think. So yeah, I'm thinking of starting gratitude journaling for 2025. I also want to take up some hobbies again, because like I said, YouTube was supposed to be my hobby, but it is starting to become, you know, it is going to become a side job, I guess, because, you know, my other channel's monetized. So I want to find hobbies that aren't, you know, money related, basically, aren't work related. So I used to love reading, and I didn't read a single book in 2024, which I'm really ashamed to say. So I do want to start reading and, like I said, journaling. Basically more hobbies for my well-being, I guess. When it comes to health, I do want to prioritize my health. I'm going to be turning 27, like I said, which is scary to think about, but I do need to be in better shape. I've always been on the skinnier side, especially doing modeling. I mean, now I don't know what it's like, but back when I was modeling, and especially in Japan, there's, you know, weight restrictions and lots of peer pressure. So I've always been on the skinnier side, naturally and purposefully, let's just say. But just because you're skinny, it doesn't mean you're healthy. Like, I have literally zero muscle, and I get tired really easily. You know, there's lots of negative aspects I have regarding my health. So I do want to be in a better shape and form. I do want to have a better diet, because I do love junk food. I do love sweets. Like, I've always been the type to eat snacks instead of proper big meals. So I do want to eat more healthy and do some exercise. Like, I can't do severe exercise because of my POTS, but, you know, just some mini exercise. Because at the end of the day, you know, health is a priority. You know, if we're not in a good shape mentally and physically, we can't enjoy our lives to the fullest, and it's such a waste. And I don't want to be in that shape or form anymore. So that's why 2025 is going to be a year where I really focus on health and gratitude, I'd say, my two key words going into this new year. that being said, I think that is all for my video today. It was a pretty longer video than I expected it to be. I'm really sorry that the lighting changed, because the morning light was, you know, it was okay, right? And then now it's kind of blurry, so I do apologize for that. But at the same time, today's video really is just a casual, like, New Year greetings video, so forgive me on that. We have lots of makeup content, I believe, coming up in January and February, because I do have this makeup challenge sort of thing that I already planned. But like I said, if you have any video requests, ideas, leave them in the comments. I'd really appreciate them. If this is your first video, hello and welcome. I would really appreciate it if you could stick around and subscribe. Like I said, I will try to upload weekly, but I'm not going to make any promises that I can't keep. And once again, thank you to everyone who tuned in 2024. And I look forward to sharing more videos and sharing more of my life with you going into 2025. And if you have any goals that you're comfortable with sharing publicly, feel free to leave them in the comments too. I love chit-chatting with you guys, especially my makeup videos. I really enjoy connecting with you all who also love makeup like myself, because there isn't really that many people around me, like physically, that are obsessed with eyeshadow palettes and indie brands like me. So yeah, it really means a lot when you guys comment. I think my next video is going to be my first Project Palm video for 2025. So look forward to that if you're into makeup as well. In my description box, I'll have some chit-chat get ready with me's and a Q&A I did about YouTube in the description box if you're stuck on what to watch next. And that is it for today's video. I hope you all have a great and blessed 2025. So thank you guys for tuning in. See you in the next one. Bye!